we have a team that is very well versed in infrastructure as code and many different aspects of IT to make our website function. But what we didn't have is database administration and architecture expertise. That's where Pythian came in. Hi, my name is Stefano McGee, and I'm the Senior Manager of DevOps at Harvard Business Publishing. It's located in Boston, Massachusetts in the United States. Right now, my organization is a small one. It's about 7 people, including myself, of DevOps engineers, and we take care of just about everything technology related that has to do with our outward-facing business presence. And by that, I mean we manage our AWS infrastructure as code, servers, databases, networking, DNS, email transport. I won't go on and on, but we manage a lot of the different things that make our website work. When you think about Harvard Business Publishing, our 3 business units cater to a spectrum of different users. For example, we cater to higher education students with our higher education branding, our C-level aspirants, people looking for that awesome C-level job with HBR, and our corporate management, middle managers that are looking to increase their skills at managing in their corporate day-to-day. So that's a little bit about Harvard Business Publishing. Before we started working with Pythian, some of our biggest challenges were working with databases. As I mentioned before, we have a team that is very well versed in infrastructure as code and many different aspects of IT to make our website function. But what we didn't have is database administration and architecture expertise. Those different architecture pieces included Oracle, MySQL, Microsoft SQL, and AWS Aurora, and who knows how many other smaller versions that we had to deal with. Our main issue was that finance folks and engineering needed database architecture and engineering help in order to make sure that their goals were met, that they could meet the business goals that were set forth in front of them. And my team did not have that. Training my team to get database administration and architecture experience would have been a long process, and I don't know that necessarily many of our folks wanted to be database type people. Furthermore, hiring that talent directly would have been exceedingly expensive, not just because database folks command a lot of money, but also because we had so many different technologies, and by and large, you don't find people that know different technologies and are very adept at using them. That's where Pythian came in. Speaking with our account manager and working with Pythian, we were able to come together and find a group of different professionals at Pythian that were always there and always ready to take care of the day-to-day needs of our organization. They took care of the small tasks of pulling reports out of the databases and the large tasks of architecting a new database to store various data structures that we needed for our business. And it didn't matter which platform it was on. We had specialists that were good in all of those technologies and then some. And when it came time for problems to surface, and they always do, Pythian was never more than just a couple clicks away. They were in the same chat channels that we are. We were able to ask them questions easily and get the answers that we needed. Whether it was off hours, during regular hours, they were always there to help us out and make sure that we stayed up 24/7. By hiring Pythian, we've been able to save the headcount that we would have had to hire out on the market, saving us hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And Pythian has been able to be flexible. They're there when we need them, and they're reliable. Having worked with Pythian now, myself for just 2 years, but the organization for 5 years or more, we've really come to a point where we're dependent on the services, the great services that they provide. We've looked elsewhere, and we find that we never can get as great service as we do from Pythian anywhere else. Part of that experience is not just the technical support that we get, but also the account management. Always there, always available to come up with new solutions to make sure that we get what we need at a reasonable cost to the organization, and yet solve the difficult problems that seem to crop up every year. That whole piece of account management and technical prowess has been something that has become an integral part of our organization, to the point where we really can't think about operating anymore without that part of Pythian supporting our organization. Pythian is a great partner to have as a database administration management team. They're a part of our team and they make us successful at HPP.